right, welcome back. It's now 17 minutes to 8 o'clock, and it's time we want to speak to the Uasin Gishu Member of Parliament or woman representative there, Gladys Boss. Good morning, and it's good to see you once again. And now we know that your political party, there are a lot of things that are happening. Action has been taken against the majority whip and the majority leader, the Senate. We now hear that it's likely that the Speaker of the Senate will also face some action. How does this sit with you, bearing in mind that you're also a chairperson at a committee at the National Assembly?
I think what is clear is that Kenyans are very aware about what is happening. They know that what is being done is malicious. They know that all of it is intended to remove William Ruto, to try and push him out of his party and out of the government that he formed. But Kenyans are fully aware of what is going on. And people believe in justice. The ordinary person believes in justice.
But how exactly do you say that, bearing in mind that the Deputy President does not sit at the Senate, no action has been taken against him? How is that relation, how do you draw that relationship?
It's rather clear that the people they are pushing out are those that are allied to the Deputy President. That is very clear to Kenyans. But we can't lie to anybody about it.
We have heard the party Secretary General Raphael Tuju speaking elsewhere and saying that the action being taken against these people is what they did individually without saying that they are representing the Deputy President.
Okay, let's tell Raphael Tuju to stop lying to Kenyans. We know exactly what he's doing and who he's being used by. So tell him not to fool us.
So how do we see the end of this? Because it should be this week that 5 senators are supposed to face the disciplinary committee for what we are told they did not attend that meeting at State House or have been representing what is not the political party's position that Jubilee is. How do you reconcile this even as they face the disciplinary committee?
Okay, first of all, it's double standards. If Jubilee is keen on disciplining people who don't go by the party position, then they should start by disciplining Kamanda and Gunjiri, who went to campaign for an ODM candidate in Kibra. First of all, they should start with those members. So let them not tell us that they are beginning to talk about party discipline now. We just know that this is obviously malicious. And let me tell you something, every Kenyan out on the street there knows what is happening.
But then again, it should appear a confusion of what those positions are. I mean, where do you sit yourself? Do you believe in the coalition agreement that has been reached between KANU and the Jubilee Party? And even if your views were contrary to that, have you made them known?
First of all, when you want to enter into a coalition, you must call members of the party and consult with them and confirm and at least persuade us why we should enter into a coalition. How does a party that has a majority enter into a coalition? Remember, coalitions began during the time of Kibaki, when he was elected and didn't have any MPs in parliament to be able to form a government. That's when he began to enter into coalitions. But why should Jubilee enter into coalition? And let me ask you, even if you want to call a meeting of the parliamentary group meeting, you don't call people the day before in the afternoon and tell them to show up. Remember, there were some MPs who were in Kilifi. There was an a senator who was in Maralal. There was another senator who was in Marsabit. There was another senator who was in Mandera. How do you expect a senator to be able to make a trip when there is even curfew and there are no flights at the moment? It is unreasonable. So obviously there was malice aforethought.
Do you think those reasons that you cite there, those are reasons that those members that have been affected can actually table before the disciplinary committee and be convincing?
Yes, they will table before the disciplinary committee, and if the disciplinary committee is being honest and being just, then they should be able to clear those members. And even if they don't, those members have a right to go to court.
Right. Okay. Honorable Boss, just stay on the line. We want to speak to the Senate Majority Whip, that is Irungo Kangata. Good morning, Senator. And on Sunday, we saw your statement saying that action will be taken against the Deputy Speaker, that is Kithure Kindiki. How far is that action, and do you think is the right thing to do at this point in time?
Thank you so much. We have 2 sets of leaders who currently are being looked at by the Jubilee Party. Number one, we have the Deputy Speaker. But the Deputy Speaker process involves the entire Parliament, the entire Senate. The process is still ongoing. We are yet to commence it. You see, we also believe in fair administrative action. So we still want to hear his side of the story. But on the other hand, we have 6 senators who failed to attend, nominated senators. They failed to attend the PG meeting at State House. We wrote to them notices to show cause. One of them was able to explain herself. We dropped the charges. That is Senator Zawadi. The other 5, the cases are set to be heard on 21st of May. Very soon I'll be giving them notices to attend disciplinary hearings. Yes, I have seen a newspaper today saying that the party has already resolved to expel senators. That is not true. The matter is still now pending with the disciplinary committee. Okay. Yeah, as of now, the cases that we proceed for now is against Mary Senator. We also have Millicent Omanga and Victor Prengei, the 3 cases. Concerning Naomi Gilo and also Senator Iman, we are still deliberating as a party to decide the way forward.
And Senator, you said that you're still deliberating as a party, but Gladys Boshole feels like even as you continue this action, it's not fair, bearing in mind that some of these senators could not travel the distance that they were supposed to cover, and also saying that it's unfair for you to insist on them attending, bearing in mind those practical situations they found themselves in. What do you respond?
Thank you for that response from my former teacher at law school. Now, those issues will be canvassed at the hearing. They'll come and give their responses. The committee is going to make a determination. So for me, that is their defense. Of course, the party has a contrary opinion, but don't worry. They'll come, they raise that issue, and the party will make a fair verdict.
And so, Honorable Boss, do you believe that what Senator Kangata there is explaining, do you think in fairness of the process, bearing in mind that yes, action has to be taken, do you believe the systems of the party will be so as fair?
I taught you well. At least you cited Article 47 of the Constitution, fair administrative action. Fair administrative action begins with even the notice you give someone to attend a meeting. Number 2, fair administrative action doesn't mean that the party leader is God Almighty. The party leader has to consult with members. He cannot decide decisions of the party by himself. So first of all, by the time he decided to call members, when 20 of your members out of 35 don't appear at a meeting, the question you should ask yourself as a party leader, are you the party or do the members make the party? You should be asking yourself, a great leader should be trying to persuade his members to take his position. And that is what he should have done. He failed to do so. So first of all, that already is a failure of leadership of our party leader. Period.
Honorable Boss, the question I asked you, well, I hear you clearly as you speak to the party leader, but the question I asked you is that do you believe in fairness of the process as Senator Kangata has put?
Obviously, it's not fair. And I'm very happy what they are doing because they are playing it right into our hands. They are allowing the public to know that they are high-handed, that they disregard members of the party, that they do not believe in justice, and they do not believe in fairness, and they are involved in a witch hunt. It's very clear.
All right.
So let them go on with this game because it's not going to get them anywhere.
And Senator, if you listen to Honorable Boss, your teacher, she appears that it has now turned to you against them. Do you believe that this is the right thing?
And Irungu Kangata should know, even if he's told he's the Senate Majority Whip, he's not the Senate Majority Whip of himself or the party leader. He's the Senate Majority Whip for Jubilee. So, and let me tell you, the party
Honorable Boss,
is one person. The rest of us are the ones who control the party.
Well, let me just pose the question to Senator Kangata. Do you think you have the blessings of the party membership and you're within the law to carry out the actions that you're taking? And then what do you do to, to deal with the situation that you find yourselves in of them versus yourselves?
What we need to do is go on record as having
attempted... The group meeting that was held at the State House came as a result of incessant demand from members. In fact, those who associate themselves with my former teacher, Boss Shelley, have been demanding.
Honorable Boss, if you cross-speak, we don't hear anybody. Senator Kangata, just make your response.
Yeah, thank you, Molim. I think it is fair you allow me to converse my argument, my former teacher. Be that as it may, the political party group meeting that was held at State House was as a result of demands by several members, including my former teacher, Sholei. They have been saying they want a PG, they want a PG. The party leader, pursuant to powers bestowed by the constitution of the party, proceeded to hold one meeting at State House. And then we invited every person. Some senators came, some did not come. We did not proceed immediately to start disciplining members for non-attendance. No. I personally started making calls, asking senators, why did you not come? Is there a good reason? Please give me a written reason as to why you failed to attend the meeting.
How long was that notice, Senator?
Some responded, some did not respond. I'm giving you an example. Why did we exonerate Senator Zawadi? Simple. She did a letter, she explained herself. We are a very good party. We listened. We acquitted her. Then the rest decided either to give flimsy reasons or to ignore completely, to render any reason as to why they failed to attend. We did not
Senator, we're out of time. I just want you to ask you this question. How long was that notice of attending the meeting, and was it sufficient?
Yes, it was very sufficient. Our party constitution allows us to call a meeting within a set timeline. We adhere to that timeline as per the constitution of the party.
So the meeting was on Monday last week. When was the notice issued?
It was sufficient. It was a very sufficient notice.
Well, you don't tell me what it is. Your final word, Gladys Boss. So now what happens? What action do you take from your side, also as a member of the party?
We are going to challenge this, and we are going to mobilize our members so that they can see the unfairness. First of all, Senator Irungu has failed to tell us how much the notice was. And I can tell you, I have it here on my telephone. The message was sent in the afternoon of the day before. Let me ask you, even today, if the president calls me for a meeting now, unless he sends a chopper to pick me up, I can't leave Uasin-Gishu County.
All right.
I also have a life. I have things to do. You can't just call me overnight, the day before, and expect me to jump.
All right, Honorable Gladys.
I think it was not sufficient notice. And first of all, the notice is supposed to be, it has to be sufficient and it has to be accompanied by an agenda. None of those was adhered to. So first of all, it was a nullity from inception.
All right, you say that it was a nullity from inception because of how the transmission of that notice was leveled. Senator Kangata disagrees. He says that the notice was sufficient, but all these matters will be determined by the Jubilee Party organs. We know, as Senator tells us, that on the 21st of this month, that is, should be on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, that the disciplinary committee will sit to determine all these matters and also give a hearing to the people that are concerned. Thank you so much, Honorable Boss, as well as Senator Kangata, for joining us this morning. And thank you, the viewer, for watching the show and giving us feedback on what the topics that we have discussed today. At 9 o'clock, Zinzi Kibiku will be back with the latest in the world of news. My name is Sam Gituku. See you some other time.